to the crystal clear beaches, almost everyone views Hawaii as a land of paradise. But for many residents of the island, things are getting dark. Hawaii has the third highest rate of homelessness in America, and it appears things are only getting worse. For years, property costs have been skyrocketing in Hawaii. And on the island of Oahu, where our episode takes place today, the median cost of a single-family home rose from $789,000 to $1.15 million in the last 3 years. A quarter of all homes sold in 2021 were purchased by people who don't even live on the island, and they routinely bid well above the listing price without ever seeing the property in person. This has resulted in Hawaii's population declining every year for the past 5 years. But for those who don't want to leave their homeland, how do you survive? Well, for many, homelessness is the only option. This is the Waianae Boat Harbor in Hawaii. Over 200 people live in this makeshift village, including nearly 50 children. And over half of the people that live here work full-time just to provide resources for the rest of the residents. I visited this tropical encampment on the west side of Oahu to experience Hawaii's housing crisis firsthand. Alright, so I'm here with
Twinkle Borge, leader of Puhonua Waianae.
And what is this encampment?
This is one of the largest houseless encampment that is located on the leeward side of Oahu.
Twinkle Borge came to the Waianae Boat Harbor in 2003 after having lost her home. And after years of living here, she began to be known as the leader of the area. She made it her mission to turn the village into a refuge where people could heal from financial disaster, addiction, depression, and any other health problem. She has built it up into what could possibly be the best example of a community-run houseless village. And like any good community, there are rules.
No stealing, respect your neighbors, no noise after 10, security comes on at 10. Each person do have their own fire extinguishers. We do have our own safety systems here.
The rules come with a 3-strike policy, and if anyone is found to have violated them 3 times, they are evicted from the community permanently. It's important to maintain a safe and peaceful environment, especially for the children that live there.
I remember when this place only had 7 people. Now I have 175. Yeah, with that 175, I also have kids from newborn to 17.
And if you had one wish, what would it be?
To everybody to be on home, especially the kids. I will do anything and whatever I need to do to make sure these kids are well taken care of. Yeah.
The growing children of the village have unlimited access to the community pantry, as well as the donation tent. They have a storage area for books, a clothing area organized by size, and the pantry has its own food, dishes, hygiene items, and set of rules. No stealing, no selling of any donations. Residents are allowed to come in once a week. If anyone is caught selling any donations, they will be banned for good. Always appreciate everything you have. Those are pretty good rules right there. Are these donation bags that are being made?
Yeah, these are actually hygiene bags.
Hygiene bags.
Yeah. Wait, you got toothbrush, toothpaste, toilet paper, mask, COVID test, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, pretty much everything you need.
What do you think the biggest misconception about homelessness in Hawaii is?
People don't understand us. They automatically judge you because of how you live, and that's wrong. There are some that, choose to be that way, but there are others that actually are working hard and try to make ends meet and still can't do it.
Next, we got an inside look into Twinkle's home, as well as their bathroom situation. So is this where Twinkle lives?
Yeah, this is where Mama Twinkle lives.
They built up their flooring with plywood, and this is the shower area?
Yeah.
So there's the toilet right here. I guess they you use the restroom and the toilet and then go dump it somewhere?
For one.
And in here is the shower area. So what does this community mean to you?
It makes me feel more like home than I do with my regular, family or like in the house or, I feel comfortable out here.
Afterwards, we spoke to some of the men about life in the village. Yeah, what is your name?
I'm John Isaac Pacheco. I was houseless back when I was in kindergarten, first grade. Landlord was in a divorce. I guess his old lady won and she wanted to take the house. So we only had like 2 weeks to move out. No, my parents at the time, they were working 2 to 3 jobs.
And 4 jobs collectively and still can't afford housing.
Still can't afford housing.
All right, who am I here with?
I am Nainoa Brown Kahana Nui.
How long have you been here?
So I came here when I was 15 years old. At the time, I was going through the grieving process of losing my mom. I felt like I was at home when I first came because they showed love and everything I was missing when my mom passed.
What does Twinkle mean to you?
I consider her my Hanai mom. She's like a replacement of my mother I lost.
All right, who Who am I here with?
I go by Kala. I've been a resident for 13 years. Not a lot of people can handle this lifestyle.
What do you think is some of the causes of the rampant homelessness in Hawaii?
Economy, not putting a cap on rentals. Homeowners is just buying up property that they don't even live here and just buying up land, and we're allowing it. We need more permanent low-income housing to help these people get back on their feet because it's too high. Nobody can make it unless you're working 3-4 jobs. But then when your child becomes a nuisance because there's no parent guidance at home to raise them, they raise themselves.
Even for me, if I didn't have this mission or anything, I don't think I would have been here. I think I would have went to some place that I know that I can get a job and I know that I can afford the rent.
Rent is so expensive, but for those looking to buy, HOA fees can be as high as $2,000 a month in Hawaii.
2,000 we're talking about. That's not even with utilities included, so it's crazy high.
So you feel like it's kind of your mission to be here and help support this community, and if it wasn't for this community, you probably would have left Hawaii a while ago?
I probably would have, yeah.
How valuable is it to have someone like Twinkle out here being a community leader?
I thank God there's somebody out here like Twinkles, because like there's some people in here where even their SSI don't even like help them.
So is there a large elderly community here?
I believe we have 20 of them residents, elderly residents.
If you had one wish, what would it be?
To make the world a better place for everybody, houseless and in-house community.
What do you have to do to become a resident here?
Just ask.
Anyone qualifies pretty much?
Pretty much.
I came here when I was 12 and I'm how old? 26? I was one of the first kids here to actually graduate. No one in school knew that I was actually houseless until my senior year. And then I really didn't care what people thought of me.
What are some things people have said when they found out you're houseless?
Some people, they think I'm houseless because I'm doing drugs, or I don't do drugs. It's just I had a rough time when I was younger and my grandparents couldn't handle me, so they just kicked me out the house. Literally living out on the street is not for everyone. It changes people when you live out in the street. Out here, we know all our neighbors, literally, and we trust everyone in here. I can go to work and not worry about my place getting robbed.
Do you find a lot of people here are working jobs?
I would say almost about half of our people do have working jobs, and it's just prices nowadays are ridiculous, and we just can't afford at least working 2 jobs and trying to keep up with everything nowadays.
If you had one wish, what would it be?
Is it wrong to say I kind of wish everyone was houseless so they understand the feeling and the things that we go through? I just want them to understand that we didn't choose the life to live. Like, we didn't choose to live like this all our life. It's just, times is hard.
I guess if there's anyone at home that would want to help in some way, what's a way they could help if any of my viewers at home are watching this?
Just a little bit more understanding and try at least come and work with the people. At least bring the barriers down. The barriers is too high. There's no ways that we can get over this barrier. I did share in one executive meeting that, if you guys want to help and this is the people that we got to talk to for funding, you guys got to also think about that. How can we help the people get to the next stage?
I call her, she's Mama's, Twinkle. That's my Mama's. And that's, I would say, at least one of the many things she taught us is to have compassion and always uplift. Because then you may never know if that person is having a bad day.
You can leave your child alone in this village, and there's 215 people in this village. Everyone will look out for your child. They know that child belongs to this village. What neighborhood out there on the streets can actually tell me that they can trust their child with the neighbors down the block? Not too many.
You said that you work full-time, actually overtime. You work 6 days a week, correct?
Yeah, yes I do.
What's it like raising 3 kids out here?
They give you a run for your money. Like, my children is mischiefs. They get into a lot of things.
My name is Carolina. My name is Sandra.
How old are you guys?
I'm 9. 9.
What's it like growing up here?
It's good. I like how when we get to play with other children and have fun.
What does Twinkle mean to you guys?
A lot. I like how she provides for us and helping other people on the streets. What we're about to do is that I'm gonna show you guys the sections. This is the donation. This is where Auntie Lucky lives. You see these? This is section 1 and 2. Section 1 ends right down there.
Who lives there?
I think Auntie Shortcake.
Got a lot of dogs in there.
Yeah. This was somebody else's house, but they got kicked out, unfortunately. His name was Uncle Poppy. He got kicked out and then never returned.
What's it like when it rains here?
We have to push pockets and it's gonna be flooded.
What does push pocket mean?
Means that when your tent's loose and then the water goes down, you have to push it up. If it gets too big, you would have to cut it and you would need something really big. See, my dad loves other kids. That's why he tells the kids not to play in the rain.
Oh, is this like a little gym right here?
Yeah, it used to be. This is where we do our traditions. We did Easter over here.
Do you play with this basketball hoop here?
We had another one, but it broke. These are for the other kids that live here. I don't mind these dogs.
He's a good boy. Look.
This is Auntie Jaceline's place. Hi, BJ. Hi, BJ.
Hello.
If you walk down this path late at night, it's scary. Just watch out at night.
What do you guys do for fun around here?
Oh, we just chill, play, whatever.
The children showed me their daily routine of walking about 100 yards away to get some fresh water.
First thing we do is we put the water hose on. We shoot the ground. Can you hold it?
So you guys do this every day to get your water?
Yeah. Take off the covers.
Teamwork.
Take off the covers. Leave them on the side. And we add water. We scrub it with our hands. And then once we're done, we dump the water into the other bucket. And then we use this water to scrub this bucket.
So you reuse the same cleaning water to not be wasteful?
Yeah. We cover this bucket because this bucket's done already.
What do you guys use this water for?
Shower, whatever, wash our hands.
Pretty much everything, right?
Yeah.
Visiting this community was a very eye-opening experience for me. Not only is it one of the most efficient homeless communities I've ever seen, they have actually received funding to purchase a 20-acre plot of land to build tiny homes on. And if you are interested in helping their community, you can visit alohaliveshere.org to find out more about them and also the link to their GoFundMe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Well, is there anything else you want to say to the people out there that might be watching this?
Just be open-minded. Just to respect others and their boundaries.
Homeless is just a word. If you feel safe where you're at, you're home.
This is the most homeless place in America per capita.
Washington, D.C., where prosperity meets power, where history mingles with modernity. To outsiders, the city may seem to be the example of achievement and opportunity. But is it really? Homelessness is a huge problem in Washington. What the A crisis of homelessness. Do you think D.C. is doing a good job of combating the issue of homelessness?